all the like little tools, the little blade for smearing the tar. We have the tar, got some rubber gloves, got all that stuff, but we need some sheet metal for patching out. And I just have no idea where we could find some sheet metal. That's a good candidate right there. That's a perfectly flat piece. I bet that, yeah, that's gonna work. Not perfectly flat, it's got a lip on it, but. So the, I guess the gutters are the very original gutters that were on the building, because they're copper and they're green from verdigris. And that, you know, I guess copper doesn't typically rust, but given enough time and enough of nature having its way, it eventually does have issues. So there are two places that I think we can get right now. One is just under that downspout. So somebody has installed guttering, probably because this had holes in it, and they've got feeds into that. I don't know what the logic is. Don't ask me, I'm not sure. But just under that, there's a hole, and that's dripping down the wall, and it's hitting where that light is. You can see how that brickwork is destroyed right there. So I want to patch that guy. And then the real culprit is this giant hole right there. I don't know if you can see that because of the shadow. We'll get a shot of it from the bucket truck, but it's right in there. So that means I need a second piece of tin. So get one more, and then Bob will be here in just a second. We're gonna go up and have a look at it. I've probably got like 100 outtakes of me just saying, why is the camera facing the wrong way? Okay, so that, we got really lucky because we were worried about this with that rim, but it looks like it's gonna go. So I probably should have got washers, right? Or can we just put the bolts right?
I don't think it matters.
Right on there, okay. And this, oh, I should have got,
What, you want to get two?
well, I only got two because I was thinking that one was okay as it was. But this one is risky too, because that rim could interfere with it. And that's a bigger, more substantial for the bottom holes when it goes through. Yeah, I'll have to go back and get two more carriage bolts. The question is, will they come out at the right place, which I doubt. So we had to put the phone down to do a little work because these doors needed planing. But we have something to report. What do you know? Perfect. So the last thing we need to do is just get this last piece done. And then Bob mentioned a board that goes on here with like a 1/4 inch overhang to stop the draft. Once it comes together, it'll cover those gaps. So yeah, it's a pretty big moment that the front doors work. Got a tail. Only 30 minutes to get the strap figured out. Okay. I guess I just climb in, yeah?
Yeah.
I have a second thoughts already because when I look down there, I'm already 30 feet off the ground before I even start going up.
Well, if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
I'll try. Man, I'm really high already. Woo! The bucket's full of water. This is override, so I can't remember. Oh, maybe now. Yeah. So I've got a canvas cover for this so this doesn't happen and I didn't put it on. So that was a good lesson for me. So the bucket's able to pivot so that it's always vertical. And we need it to lock in place so when we raise it up, the dump will happen. I think he's gonna put it on the ground so we can look at it better. Okay, so we finally figured it out. We're trying to pull this out. It's got a little thumb release, then you can pull it out. So, but now do we have to put it in to lock it in a way that it'll stay stiff with the...
I don't think you can on this one, but it should dump this way. But I gotta get this to come out, I think.
So for some reason the bucket is stuck and we cannot fit. We've done everything we can, trying to figure out how to lock it so that when that arm comes up, it'll dump. Because now it swings like that with gravity to keep it vertical wherever the boom is positioned. So I have another solution to get the water out, which I'm not gonna post here because I can see in the comments already that it's a bad idea. If I survive this day, well, if I post this video, you know I survived. So if you're watching it, if you're not watching this video, I didn't survive. Yeah. Okay, look how nice that looks. Almost ashamed to paint it. But yeah, so I've just been pre-drilling the hole so the wood doesn't split and then driving the screws in. I've got 2 to hold it in right now and it's rock solid, but I'm gonna put 2 or 3 more in along the length of it. And this door is 100% done. Unbelievable. Oh, I spoke too soon, except for painting. It's 100% done. No holes. I know I need to put that cover on that bucket moving forward, but I'm also gonna park the bucket truck inside. I'm gonna start parking. I got the space for it, why not park it inside? So, do that, and at least I know nobody messing with it, right? Well, we're almost there, but it's just taking forever. Seems like the less there is in there, the slower it goes. Okay, so I'm proud to say I made it up here. I'm looking in the gutter. It's not clogged with stuff, but my knees are frozen solid in fear, and my legs are shaking just a little bit. I don't know if you can see how high I am, but it's pretty crazy. And I don't feel comfortable enough to think I could just work. So Bob said he'd be glad to do it. Can you do it? I'm not putting you in a bad position, am I?
No, I'll do it.
Okay. All right. And there's the beautiful metal roof. I'm going back down. Oh my God, this is so scary. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so I just learned that I can do a 45 and I can come down and out at the same time. So that's helpful. I learned something at least. But was I up higher that time than I was last time in that last video that we did?
About the same, I think.
About the same. I think that's my limit. Okay. So I need to turn this off because I got to park the bucket. How do I rotate though? That's what I don't.
Turn the handle. Turn it, twist it.
Ah, that would have helped me. Because I was like, I don't know if I can back up and go over there. Like, but dang it. I just need practice and to trust the machine a bit more. And, yeah. I'm alive. Oh, I'm sitting on this. Isn't that weird? I thought this bucket sat down. That can't be right. Sitting on that. I'm jacked up from adrenaline. I feel like I just got back from like the low rent version of Disneyland or something. All right, Bob's the superhero. He's gonna bail me out. Did you see this? Catch, be careful, it's heavy.
Dang.
It's shocking how heavy it is, yeah.
I get plaster.
No, I think it's marble or a stone or something, and I think they come from Italy. Somebody knows what these are, stone fruit. They're like worth like $20 or something, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not sure. First time I picked up that thing, I was like, whoa. So, Neil sent me some automatic tin clippers that hook onto your drill, but sadly they're at home, so we're just going to work with this.
Have I got everything hooked?
There's nothing to hook on this side. This all looks good. It's all solid. Okay. You're across the middle. Yeah, you're good. Okay. Oh, that's some tough stuff, isn't it?
Did you get heavy sheet metal?
Yeah, maybe I should get a different kind of sheet metal. That's different than this.
That's pretty heavy. You need more like ductwork probably.
Okay, I guess I need lighter sheet metal. I did make a cut, but I took everything I had. Maybe it's a good thing we didn't use Neil's automatic ones. If that was too heavy a gauge, I don't know if it would have handled it. Oh yeah, that cuts. There. Is there a trick?
What do you mean?
Well, because the part that you already cut interferes with the next cut.
Okay, try the other way then. There's rights and lefts. Try this one and see if this one's better.
I never would have known that. Oh yeah, there we go. How do? Just keep your
fingers away from that sharp edge.
Yeah. I think maybe a little bit further. Or...
There's 3 types of shears. There's in those hand ones. There's yellow handled, which is just a straight cut. Then there's green and red, which is right and left.
Okay. I never would have known that. I mean,
and then these are called an offset, and they keep your hand up here because if you do the straight ones, you're running right along your sharp edge and cutting yourself to pieces.
Oh, okay. So basically,
so you can buy these at Harbor Freight, these offset ones. These are WIS, which are a little bit more expensive, but they're not made out of magnesium.
Okay. So you want to eyeball that? See if you think that'll cover that, the one on the left. We were just talking about how this stuff is the worst, and I was saying with this stuff, you're either 100% clean when you're done, or it is everywhere. There's nothing in between. Because once it starts going, like, you try to wipe it off and it ends up on another finger, and then you like.
You think that's enough?
I bet it is. Depends on how thick you want to put it. You just come back down for more. I can.
I started to say I may have to come back for more.
Whenever you open these cans, they have like standing water. Is it sweat or is that condensation?
No, it's actually the spirits.
Oh, the spirits are. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not
so
water.
like it needs a good stirring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just separating. Let me get up and get in there.
And I'll hand you everything.
Hand me that last.
Okay. That's the hardest part right there, right?
Yeah.
Other than the sheer terror.
Yeah, they make a little, like a tray that sets on the side of these.
Like per toolboxes?
We need to rig something up.
Okay. Bob, you're backlit like an angel. Like an angel come to save my building.
Far from it. This is not going to be easy.
It's not?
No, because like...
Do you want me to go figure out a toolbox to hang on the bucket?
Let me see what I can do.
I'm gonna go look for what I can do too.
We've messed around so long on this.
Yeah. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Better man than me. So just to give you a little context about what's going on here, a little orientation. This is the ramp that comes up over the roof of the old pump house and to the second floor, where at some point a overhead door was knocked through the wall and put there. And when I was in the bucket, I was doing my best not to look to my right, because it was twice as high as that. And holy moly. They cut a hole in what now?
They cut a hole in the copper gutter and
Like an entire hole through it? So I'm not sure I understand what's going on, but he's saying those downspouts from the upper gutter to the lower gutter. The lower one was the original. They cut a hole. Hey, is the hole on the white one or the green one? I don't think you can hear me. Okay. Anyway, the point is that there's been some rigging with those downspouts, and he says it's causing him a problem. And I can't hear, and he can't hear me, so because of the truck run, but I have an idea. Man, I can't see anything. Okay. Here we are. If I can get out of here. Is he gone? Oh no. Hey.
Holy smokes.
Now, if I get down and lay on my belly, I can go down there.
I didn't expect to see you up here.
You gotta stop meeting like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So I couldn't understand what was going on when the truck is too loud.
There's I thought they cut a hole. I'm not sure. But like this thing was actually, I think, setting on the copper and caused our corrosion.
Okay.
So what we're gonna need to do is cut some of this off so it's not laying against the bottom of the gutter anymore.
So that's what you were saying earlier when you said that metal touches copper, then corrosion can happen, yeah?
Yeah, you get galvanic corrosion and
So do you want me to go get the Sawzall? Will not work for that. I can use the 10 snips.
yeah, we got to use 10 snips on this.
Okay, we'll just shorten the whole thing basically,
Yeah, we're just gonna cut like maybe an inch off of this bottom.
all the way around.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll go downstairs and get busy on that. You can just drop it off the edge there.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, Bob was just telling me that the copper doesn't rust, but when it comes in contact with the anodized stuff, something happens. Is it chemically or physically? I don't know. I can't remember my high school science class, but something happens and corrosion sets in. So when I noticed all of the holes in the gutters underneath those down gutters, the downspouts from the gutter above the copper one, I just assumed like that's where most of the water's flowing, that's where the constant pressure was, and over time that's what caused the problem. But as it turns out, that different kind of metal touching the copper is the whole reason for those holes. So and there are, but the weird thing is there's a few holes in different areas. Maybe like a roofing nail fell into the gutter or something. I don't know. I'll tell you, like in the springtime, the ground floor is cold, like an ice box. The middle floor is kind of warm. The third floor is hot. And the elevator shaft is a boiler room. I think he said 1 inch. He just called me back. He said, that tar is dripping everywhere. Don't step on it. You're going to track it in. So, all right. It's about 1 inch. It's not pretty, but it's 1 inch shorter. I think you need some more. What do you know, Joe? It's all done. 3 holes patched. Wow. I had to come in because that thing, fumes are starting to get to me. So this is not a permanent fix. The whole building needs gutters. So it's not like I'm wiping my hands of it or whatever, but this is like one of the worst areas with the massive destruction that it did above that window. And I want to relay all that brickwork and fix that so that I can continue on in the break room. And it makes absolutely no sense to do while that thing is still leaking. So now we've got that patched, and there's nothing stopping me from figuring out how to rebuild the wall, extend the joists so that they sit on the lintel again, and then I'm in business. I can continue with the break room. The building provides. Okay, so now I just have to go up and he's wiping a little bit of roofing tar that he got on the bucket. But now we just got to replace that downspout, and it's all done. Look how horrible that is. Let me back up just a second. So somebody's put plywood above this. I'm zoomed in, that's why. Somebody's put plywood across the window, and all the way down to the lintel right there, the brickwork has fallen out. That was quick. And now the metal is not touching the copper, so. Don't fall out. This is the most compromising part of the whole experience, getting out of the bucket.
Yeah, I wish there was a nice way to do it.
Like a swing over ladder or something.
Yeah.
I think you're way more graceful than I did it. That's why I didn't even attempt to film it. I knew how to be. All right, time to go park this. And last time I parked in the middle of the road. I need to park it somewhere else this time. All I did was take my foot off the brake. Look how fast we're going. Okay, all I did was roll down the hill. Okay, so we're good. Roll the window. I guess I could turn the engine off and then roll the window up because it's manual. All right. Huh? No, I didn't. I left it on. I was wondering what that was. All right, it's off now. Another lesson learned. I don't know if you heard that sound when I was going down the hill. I didn't disengage the PTO before I rolled down the hill. Bob said I didn't do any damage, but I'm not supposed to do that, so I'll keep that in mind next time. All done.